I really need to wax my eyebrows. My God.
Hey guys, my name is Rachel. I'm a freshman at Appalachian State University, and this is my Hamilton lottery story.
Look around, how lucky we are to be alive right now.
Let's take a minute and talk about Hamilton. Hamilton is a musical written by the amazing songwriter, wordsmith, Jesus Christ superstar, Lin-Manuel Miranda. His previous work includes Tick, Tick, Boom, which had an off-Broadway run, In the Heights, which had its Broadway run in the 2007-2008 season at the Richard Rodgers Theater. He is a freaking genius when it comes to songwriting. His rhyme schemes and his wordplay, they're absolutely phenomenal. Anyways, Hamilton. Obsessed. Me and my sister, as soon as the cast album came out in November of 2015, we listened to it on repeat. Every day, all day, every day. We would be doing the dishes. Work, work, Angelica, work, work, Eliza. How does the bastard orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman. Okay, that's enough, Rachel. Get back on track. This is a project. For a long time, my sister and I were like, Mom, Dad, Nana, Papa Cliff, and our Aunt Kristen, they all live in Mayapath, which is an hour north of the city. We were like, come on, let's go there for Christmas, let's go see Lynn, let's go to the Richard Rodgers, and finally, they were like, okay, let's go. And Talia and I were like, what? What? Is this happening? Long story short, all 7 of us, we went up to New York to see Hamilton. Here's the catch, we didn't actually see Hamilton. Tickets, if you don't know, they are impossible to come by because as soon as they go on sale, the ticket bots and the ticket scammers and scalpers, they decide, hey, let's buy like blocks of 20 seats at a time so we can sell them for 3 times their face value online. Ticket bots, because of you, tickets are now $800 minimum for the next year. Yeah, we did not get actual Hamilton tickets because we would have to sell our souls to the devil in order to afford them. Ain't gonna do that, Satan. And a great alternative was we went to the Richard Rodgers Theater and just stood outside. Oh my God, guys, it's gorgeous. In the marquee, it was glittering and it was in the snow. You could hear the sirens and just soundtrack of New York playing in the background with all the beautiful background noises and the street smells and the pedestrians and just the buzz and hum of the busyness of the city. We were frickin' in front of Hamilton. They have these beautiful, beautiful silhouettes on the stage doors of all the different characters. Like there's one of Christopher Jackson being George Washington with the sword up, and I stood up in front of that one. There was one of John Lawrence, Hercules Mulligan, and Lafayette standing and doing like their hey bud, like those types of poses. And my brothers went in front of those, and then my sister and my mom and I stood in front of the Schuyler Sisters one, and it was just so overwhelming. In the Heights played at the Richard Rodgers Theaters a number of years ago, like 8 years ago. They put it in the pavement in the Heights, the entire cast, and it's just amazing. It's phenomenal. And then we were like, hey, right now it's about 11 in the morning. Let's come back later and do the lottery. Now, one thing about the lottery, it's impossible, but the odds of winning the lottery and getting a ticket are better than the odds of getting a ticket for under $800 when you buy them online. In the Hamilton lottery, it works by 21 people get tickets. You enter your name in, and if you win, you get 1 Hamilton ticket for a Hamilton, a $10 bill. So ham for ham ticket for $10, which is awesome. We come back around 5:30, the lottery starts at 6. We're like, this is gonna be a breeze. Nope! Here's the Richard Rodgers Theater, here's the Church of Scientology, and then you go back 3 city blocks, and there's where the line ended. It was 600 people long, I'm not even kidding you. So we stood there for maybe 45 minutes to an hour just going through the line. When we finally got close enough to the theater for like the swings to come out and hand us the little slips, we were so freaking excited. We were like, okay, I got my photo ID, I can write my name, I sing all the songs. Like, it is such a rush of feeling. And you just hear everybody singing the songs, and everybody has their t-shirts, and their phone cases have the My Dearest Angelica with a comma in between it, sticker, and it's just like, you're just overcome with joy. And you feel whole because you're surrounded by so many people who love something as much as you do, and it's crazy. We get through the line, drop our names in the bucket, a sea of people flooding the street. Like, NYPD is getting pissed off at us, all stay on the sidewalk so that the taxis don't run us over, shoulder to shoulder. Imagine a sea of 600 people. It's ridiculous. But it's amazing. And we stand there and we all look around, and as soon as you hear those names called and you see the people's hands shooting out from the crowd, you are so overcome with emotion for them because they get to see the musical that is defining a generation for less money than it costs to buy pizza. We didn't win the first day. That's alright. But we were like, hey, let's come back on Saturday so that we can see the Ham for Ham show. Every Wednesday and Saturday, in between the matinee and the evening performance, Lynn and a bunch of people from the show comes out and they do like a little song or a little dance or something. It's like good luck before the lotto type thing. We got to the theater at 2:30 after the matinee started. The lottery didn't even start until 6, so we got there like hours and hours earlier, and there were already like 20 people in line. They all had their beanies on, and they were all shivering, had their identical copies of Alexander Hamilton, the biography by Ron Chernow, and they were all reading it. They all stood in line for 3.5 hours. We met a bunch of people who were from like California and Maine. There were people from Washington, D.C. and Texas, like all of these people coming from around the world to stand in line. Which, to think that people would travel hundreds and thousands of miles to stand in a line for something is just a crazy thought by itself. Because it is Ham for Ham, the show, there were upwards of 900 people there. So after our names dropped, we all gathered up across the barricade. My sister and I were very, very close to the stage door. Now, at that performance, we didn't know what Lynn was going to do. He was dropping hints all day on Twitter. He brought in the girls from Fiddler, and they sang a version of Matchmaker, but they had Hamilton references in it, but with a Fiddler twist. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match, find me a find, catch me a catch. That happened. Let me recenter myself. There was a hush over the crowd as Lynn finished his thing, and he was like, good luck with the lotto, and everybody was screaming. So then the chick from Hamill Fans, she came up, started announcing names. It's just an adrenaline rush every time a name's about to get called, because you're like, what if that's me? And my family, we became so close over that trip. Like, my sister and I, we've been sharing a room for 15 years. Coming to college has been a huge adjustment because I've had to find someone who can remotely measure up to her, which is scary. My brothers, they loved it, and my little sister Lucy, she was so excited, even though she doesn't even know what Hamilton's about, but she was singing the songs. My parents were so supportive of Tally and I for being there, and they stood in the line with us, and they went on pizza runs, and they took the boys to the Disney store, and it was just such an amazing, amazing experience. Just being in a place with so many people who love the same thing as you is just incredible. Well, I hope you liked my lottery experience video. If you want to keep seeing content like this, click the thumbs up button and subscribe. Thank you so much. Have a great day, guys. Bye.